Yes, ma'am. Let's get into some Yeetie right away. So X, which is formerly known as Twitter. I still call it Twitter.
I do too.
All right. Well, they're going to be charging new users $1 a year. And that is going to be able to access some key features that is no point of having X if you don't have these features. The ability to tweet and retweet. Now, Elon Musk has been floating this idea of charging for the platform for a while, and they're moving the idea into production. This is for new users, by the way. So in order to be able to tweet, reply, and quote, you'll have to pay that $1 a year. They'll start charging the fee on Tuesday for new users in New Zealand and the Philippines.
Okay, so they're not starting it in the States. They're going to start
they're starting
it
there.
Okay.
And that's one of the most significant changes since Elon Musk got the company nearly a year ago. And Fortune actually reported the news of this plan. And so the $1 annual charge, again, is only for new users. It does not apply to existing users. And I don't know what's going to happen with X Premium. That means that you can undo a tweet or edit a post for $8 a month. But I don't do that.
$8 a month sounds a little pricey, right?
It's also weird going from free to $1. And I think the main thing is having to put your information in. I never trust that. When you have to sign up for something, even if it's free and then they ask for your credit card information and then next thing you know, you're being charged for all kinds of things you didn't plan on.
Yeah.
All right. Now, John Stamos is claiming that he was sexually abused by a former babysitter. And he said in order to get her to stop, he would play dead.
Oh, my gosh.
He said the memories of this alleged abuse only came back to him when he was writing his upcoming memoir. If You Would Have Told Me. That memoir actually comes out next week, October 24th. He told People, I remembered it slightly. It had always been there, but I packed it away as people do. While it was always in the back of his head, he said he had previously chalked it up to girls, man, and don't tell anybody. He didn't tell anybody about it. And he was like, if you're playing dead, they'll stop. And he said he hated her. I couldn't believe how much I hated her, and it ruined my life.
That makes me sad. I'm glad he's talking about it because he's not the only one that had this experience as a child. And usually men don't open up about it. So I'm so glad he's talking about it.
Yeah, that's really sad that he ended up having to go through that. And, you know, Britney Spears has her memoir also coming out. And she talked about just being a young 15-year-old girl and having to go into these labels in her little dresses and these guys just looking her up and down.
Yuck.
Ugh, right, gross. All right, now Uncle Luke is going to be starring in a docuseries about his new role as a high school football coach. Luther Campbell, we'll call him now.
Okay.
All right, so Deion Sanders, by the way, is one of the producers.
That's going to be good.
Behind the series. It's called Coach Luke, and it'll chronicle him as he became an entrepreneur and the head coach of the Edison Senior High School football team in Miami. So congratulations to him, you know, for that, Coach Luke.
You know who else is one of the executive producers? Michael Strahan.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. That's
All
interesting.
right.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. And he has good relationships with people. And if you follow him on social media, Uncle Luke talks a lot about politics. I feel like he was running for mayor at one point or something, wasn't he?
Would not be surprised.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's come a long way.
Yeah.
And he's been in this business for quite some time. But he does really care about the kids and about football.
Yeah.
All right. And Nas's mass appeal in print has come under fire. There's a former employee who was accusing the company of racial discrimination. Melissa Cooper, she's the former head of development. And according to Hollywood Reporter, she says that she was the victim of venomous and racist comments about white folk and crackers and eventually got fired.
Shouldn't laugh, sorry.
All right, she's a white woman.
Yeah.
And she said some of the racist commentary happened while she was working on the Freaknik documentary that's going to air on Hulu in 2024. And she was saying that things got hostile between her and Jenya Meggs, who's a black woman who is the senior vice president for partnerships and content acquisition. And she was upset, according to Cooper, that Cooper was on the documentary and she wasn't.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen with that.
I don't know either, but I want to see the documentary, though.
I know, right? All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, I want to talk about something we haven't discussed yet. And that is something Oprah said that you brought to my attention about how much she got paid for The Color Purple.
Yes.
All right, sometimes you got to take those shorts for something that you really love. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Let's discuss Oprah when we come back. It's Way Up.